Well, hello, sisters and brothers. I am really sorry I cannot be with you today. I'm dealing with some health issues, and so while you're in this meeting, I'm going through some physical tests. So I appreciate your prayers. I love this church. The United Methodist Church is the community of saints in which I was nurtured in faith and found my calling to serve Jesus through ordained ministry. Our church has great theology. We believe that God's grace is made available to all people through His Son, and that we can know God intimately through a personal relationship with Jesus. And we also affirm that there's no such thing as personal faith that's not connected to social redemption and justice. The problem, however, is that our denominational systems continue to resist change by protecting archaic structures that are 50 to 200 years old. From our seminaries to boards and agencies, institutional preservation was a strong resistant influence throughout the conference. Entrenched organizational bureaucracies resist accountability and change. Jesus said no one puts new wine into old wineskins. For the wine would burst the wineskins, and the wine and the skin would both be lost. New wine calls for new wineskins. Maria Dixon Hall, who's the Associate Professor of Communications at Southern Methodist University, made this observation about the conference, and I quote, "One of the students in my organizational communication could look at this mess called General Conference 2012 and diagnose the problem immediately. An 18th century structure cannot sustain a 21st century global organization. We must be willing to let go of the non-essentials to get back to the first fruits and ideals of why we're a people called Methodist." She goes on to say, asking 1,000 people to make organizational decisions and restructuring is not only dangerous, it's impractical for long-term survival. Being limited by a book of discipline that is increased in regulation but decreased in effectiveness is an indication that we have become all sound and petitions and very little fury or significance. Well, as a denomination, we're not going to disappear over the next 4 years. But she says, I believe that the fat lady has taken off her caftan and is looking through sheet music and for an evening gown. We have to rethink church. We're not in the agency business. We're not in the conference business. We're in the soul-saving and soul-sustaining business of Jesus Christ. The United Methodist Church is committed to diversity, which is essential for Acts 2 Pentecost. Our focus, however, has been on political diversity rather than organic diversity experienced at the local church level. This has created a top-heavy, costly structure with unwieldy, ineffective boards that demonstrate diversity as an ideal but fail to make diversity a reality at the local church level. Persons of color make up less than 9% of total U.S. membership. This General Conference made numerous cuts in agency boards and budgets, but failed to take missional resizing and structural changes for the purpose of local congregation vitality seriously. In regards to human sexuality, the debate on homosexuality and the church is not going to go away. The reality of persons who love Jesus and demonstrate the fruits of the Spirit stand on both sides of this issue. It's by no means as simple as stating the Bible says. This issue is painful for me. I have faithful friends on both sides that use the Bible as their point of reference. I stated at the General Conference, I'm Christ-centered, Bible-believing, mission-focused disciple of Jesus. My friend Adam Hamilton and I introduced an amendment by substitution that would not have replaced the current stand in the Book of Discipline on homosexuality, but it would have added a section that stated, we agree to disagree with one another in the spirit of Christ's love. John Wesley, our founder, said, though we cannot think alike, may we not love alike. May we not be of one heart, though we're not of one opinion. With all doubt we may. The amendment was defeated 54 to 46%. I'm more convinced than ever that the local church is where we have to focus our best energies. Bishop Will Willimon from the North Alabama Conference made this comment on one of his blogs. He said, "I believe we are wise to focus our best talents, our best energies on the local church. This General Conference," he said, "will go down in history as the most unproductive, wasteful gathering of our church. The total rejection of change was breathtaking. Denominations in their current forms and structures are in their twilight hours. All you have to do is look at the average age of our membership, 58 to 60. What does the future hold? All we can be certain of is who holds the future. There will be new wineskins to hold new wine, but they may not be United Methodist wineskins." John Wesley said, "I'm not afraid that people called Methodists should ever cease to exist, either in Europe or America, but I am afraid lest they should only exist as a dead sect, having the form of religion without the power. And this undoubtedly will be the case unless they hold fast to both doctrine, spirit, and discipline with which they first set out." God bless you, sisters and brothers. I pray for you as you continue in the work of our West Ohio Conference.